Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
It's good to have the big guys with me today. We're 4-0. Feel good about the weekend. Chance to go on the road this week and get to our second conference win and get to 2-0 if we can get the job done. I would say that Idaho State is definitely not off to the start that they want, and I'm sure they'll be excited to get us down there. So start of the new week, we're excited to get going and try to get to 2-0 in the conference.
Questions? Coach, your teams have always been so good at building and harnessing momentum. On Saturday, this seemed like a great example of that, though. When things don't start like you want, how do you get it back in your favor and then take it and run with it like you did?
I'll go back to front on that, all right? Getting it back in your favor is simply just stay calm and fight your way back. That's what it is. Adversity is part of the game. Success in life is dealing with adversity, so our guys are trained to do that. And we have a team that believes in the team concept, offense, defense, kicking. They're going to complement each other, and when we get rolling, it's fun. Certainly it was on Saturday.
Eli, similar question. I mean, when you guys are rolling defensively, what's working well, and then what's that feel like when you know you kind of have the upper hand?
Really, it's just fun. I feel like once we start rolling, everyone on the defense just starts having even more fun time, and we just start just rolling, I guess. I don't know.
Hunter, with a couple new guys on the offensive front, it seems like you guys have gotten better each week. How have you seen the unit improve, though? What do you think of the offensive line right now?
Well, the offensive line is playing pretty well. We just got to keep on working, though. Still a lot to improve on. But, yeah, we're playing pretty well right now.
Hunter, especially with the offense, obviously Lucas knew a quarterback and then the running backs. Xavier had a big touchdown this last week. Have you noticed the offense get a little more comfortable with some of these guys getting into the rhythm as the weeks have gone on?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime you have a new quarterback come in during the winter, you always try to build some chemistry. So we were lucky to have him in the spring and then coming along during fall camp, and then each week just trying to get better and progress. Whether it's in pass pro or run blocking up front, and then, we're doing a good job and trying to keep him clean. So he likes to run a little bit, though.
For the running back specifically, it seems like each week they're kind of getting a little bit better and better as well. Like from a run blocking perspective, have you guys seen things just open up a little bit more? Have you felt on the line things worked a little bit better?
I mean, Chris and I, we've been working a lot together, trying to get in the film room together too. But it's just all about making sure that we keep on pushing on the pace and keep on trying to be physical up front. So as long as we keep on doing that, we'll be fine.
Awesome. And Eli, second half, excuse me, this last week, you guys got really locked in after, a couple first half touchdowns for Portland State. So what kind of switched in the second half for you guys were able to kind of get back and have really just a dominant second half?
Kind of in the locker room, we were just talking about we weren't tackling very great in the first half, so I feel like that was a main emphasis for the second half and just playing our game and doing what we do. There were quite a few mistakes, but we just had to limit those in the second half, and I feel like we did that a little bit.
Hunter, this question's for you. So far this season, your team has picked up 4 Big Sky Player of the Week honors. 3 have been on the defensive side of the ball, and this weekend Lucas picked up the first offensive one. So just what does it mean to you for the offense to finally get the recognition they deserve in the league?
I mean, it's always good seeing a teammate go out there and perform well. So, no, it's always good to see Luke do what he does best. He's a great player, great teammate. And more importantly, he's a great human. So, it's always fun to go see the offense play well and put up some big points. And I got to applaud Lucas for doing that. So.
And Hunter, just to kind of follow up on that, what stood out to you from a leadership perspective, having Lucas in the huddle so far this year?
He's a great leader. Takes
We don't huddle.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
There is no huddle.
Yeah, there is no huddle for us.
What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, on the sideline when we huddle up, I mean, he takes control of that. But on the field, you can see that he takes control of everything. He's always in charge. And it's awesome to have a seventh-year guy, surprisingly. I mean, he's 24, so but he's always done a great job of helping us lead and getting us where we need to be with checks up front, offensive line-wise, and then running backs and tight ends and receivers too. So it's been a real blessing to have him.
And Eli, kind of similar question to Kelly's, just on the defensive side with Robbie taking, not only setting the program tackles record, but also getting the Big Sky Defensive Player of the Week. How excited are you as a teammate for him to get those honors?
I'm extremely excited for him as a teammate and his roommate. Like, me and Robbie have been really tight since we first got here together, and I just think, it's not surprising. He works incredibly hard, and he's just always focused all the time. But I think that was an awesome thing for him, and I couldn't be more happy for him.
And Bobby, just when you look at Idaho State on tape and, both sides of the ball, what stands out to you? What are the things that have kind of stood out on tape so far?
Yeah, it's mostly about the setup for the game. Everybody's offense, defense, everybody's doing a lot of the same things. So the setup for the game is really about, I don't know what it is, but I'm sure we'll be favored in the game. And, we've got to be aware that there are a lot of people that are favored in games this year that have gotten beat. We aren't going to get caught up in all that. So we're going to be prepared like we always are. Go down there and try to win the week, try to get to 2-0.
Coach, that is so interesting to think about. Pretty much, when you watch college football, so many people are running so many of the same concepts, right? So what, in your estimation, then, is the defining factors between victories and losing?
Two things: good players and execution. That's it.
And your team seems like they're executing at a very high level, but how do you continue to push that?
I think we have good players.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Totally. How do you continue to get the most out of your good players then moving forward? Now you're into the second month of the season. How do you continue improving?
Well, we practice hard. We attend to detail. When it's the right time of year to be able to do it, we work hard on the fundamentals. So when you combine those things with the fact that I think our guys have they're smart, they play hard, they're good, I think that adds up to us having success.
You've been to Pocatello many times in your life and your career. So what's this trip? What defines this trip for you? What are some of the logistical challenges? And is it easier being to a place that's not Terre Haute, that you've been there before?
Yeah, this trip's easy. It's a day game. We'll get back, at a reasonable time, so our prep for next week won't be delayed. It's a bus trip, so it's easy. We don't have to get on a plane. This trip's easy.
Bobby, just as far as, Idaho State with a new head coach who has a lot of head coaching experience at the high school level. So this, as you've seen maybe some of your friends who've made that kind of a jump, what's maybe the biggest challenge for a guy who's trying to, head a college program now at the Division I level?
That's a good question. I'm probably the wrong one to answer that because I haven't done it. So, but I've known Charlie for a long time. He's a good guy and good football coach. I knew him when he was at Chaparral in Scottsdale, so I think I mentioned that to you yesterday. I don't know. I haven't gotten to do that, so I don't know the answer to that.
And Hunter, you're an Arizona guy. Were you familiar with Chaparral High School at much and kind of the powerhouse they were down there? Did you ever compete against them, anything like that?
No, I never competed against them, but I didn't know about them. Just different divisions, so I never played them.
Bobby, I know you added a couple analysts to your staff this year. Now that you have a handful of games with them, has it been the right decision to add them, or maybe what specifically have they added to your team that's helped you guys off to the strong start?
Yeah, two parts. One is as far as the right decision to do it was one of the questions, right? Yeah, there's a reason why Alabama has 20 of them. It's the right decision to have them. The second part of that, They've been really valuable. They're good football minds. They got good perspective. They know what we're trying to do, and they get us ahead going into the week. So they're just beneficial from Sunday through Saturday. They've got great insight to a lot of things that are going on, Frank.
And I know Rob's been here much longer than Kim going back to the spring. Do you have an example of a couple things maybe he's added to your guys' offense?
It's more just the preparation for what we're seeing, offense and defense. I should have a guy in the special teams, but I don't. That probably should be next. But they, like I said, they're getting the pre-game planning stuff done. It's great. It's week to week. It's awesome. And then I utilize those guys to nitpick anything I'm doing or what we're doing in terms of preparation or something they see. Nothing really pops into my mind, but it's been valuable every week.
Just a few minutes, small business owners can now sign up for Blackfoot Communication Services. Whether it's dependable voice options or internet services, sign up simply by visiting blackfootsmallbusiness.com. Click on the services you wish, select an installation time and date, and you're done. Small business services at the touch of your fingers. Connect to more with Blackfoot Communications and blackfootsmallbusiness.com.